Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest transfer news update that we have for you guys. This is the evening session with Football Gupshup. Please do subscribe to the channel, press that like button as well. If you can please share this channel with your friends who are into football, it will be really lovely. And we will be starting straight away with the transfer updates that we have. Now, pretty happy news, pretty good news for Arsenal fans. Zinchenko is edging closer towards Arsenal. Arsenal are planning for next steps to unveil Zinchenko as a new signing. He could leave Manchester City camp later to join Arsenal and complete the medical test. So that means Zinchenko to Arsenal is done. That means Manchester City will focus on trying to get Cucurella of Brighton. So that means pretty good addition for Arsenal fans, and you guys will be over the moon to get a good quality player such as Zinchenko. Now, speaking about transfers, we will be heading towards Ajax. Ajax are getting a very good player in Brian Brobby. We do know that RB Leipzig were willing to sell him, so he will be rejoining Ajax, and the deal is going to be around 17 million euros plus some add-ons, and he's going to be a quality addition. Remember, Haller, who played for Ajax, left for Dortmund, and Ajax have gotten a pretty good player in Brian Brobby, and that means the addition of Winjal as well as Bergwijn will get a new addition in terms of attacking wise. They will have Brian Brobby. Now we will be also heading towards Chelsea. It's a big update which has come. Chelsea have told Sevilla that they will return soon with another bid. They had made a bid of 47 million euros which was rejected. So that means they will come. This bid was made 24 hours ago, remember guys, and it means that Chelsea will come with the second bid, and that bid is going to be around 55 million euros plus some add-ons, which means that Sevilla might accept that one, and player is in talks with both Barcelona and Chelsea at this very moment. So let's see what happens into that. Sevilla need at least 65 million euros. Remember, they themselves are looking on to many players. They are looking at the likes of Nicolas Pepe, and they also want to add some more players. For that reason, they're asking for 65 million euros. Now that 65 million euros, it could be including add-ons. Now, if Chelsea do come up with 55 million euros plus some add-ons, I think they will be edging closer towards Jules Koundé. Let's see who breaks the ice first, and let's see what the player decides in terms of moving to Chelsea or Barcelona. So this one is coming closer as well. In regards to Chelsea, they are also speaking to Kimpembe. Sorry guys over there, they're just trying themselves to get Kimpembe as well alongside Jules Koundé. It's not that they want Jules Koundé and not Kimpembe, they want both of them. They are speaking to PSG. I'll be coming to PSG in a second. Now Kimpembe is around 50 million plus 10 million euros in add-ons. Let's see what will PSG do if Chelsea do make that kind of bid. If it gets accepted, they want Milan Skriniar of Inter Milan. Now Inter Milan have said 50 million euro is less. They are looking around 70 million euros, and for that reason PSG will have to offer that amount of money if they want to get Skriniar at all cost. Now in regards to defense, we will be also speaking about Juventus. Now it's pretty good news coming from Juventus side. That means that they have signed a pretty good player in Bremer. Bremer has signed from Torino for 40 million euros. So Juventus not wasting any single time. They've sold De Ligt to Bayern Munich, and what they've done is they straight away they have went in and purchased Bremer for 40 million euros. The contract is until June 2027. The salary is going to be around 5 million euros per season. So that means he is going to be a Juventus player, which means let's see if Juventus do move for Pau Torres, and if they do not, then maybe Pau Torres is still going to be available in the transfer market. Now we do know that De Ligt was signed by Bayern Munich. 2027 is the contract. He has been seen holding the shirt. It's been announced on Bayern Munich official website as well. So we definitely know that for the fact that Juventus had the money and they have straight away spent that money on Bremer. Now problem for PSG here is that apparently Inter Milan will look at this Bremer deal because they were also interested. They were also preparing themselves to be without Skriniar. Now that Bremer has chosen Juventus, we might see some kind of reluctancy from Inter Milan side in letting go of Skriniar. So that means Skriniar will have to get at least a good bid from PSG. For that reason, PSG will ask more money from Chelsea regarding Kimpembe, and that's how the cycle of transfer works. So this time around, I've been noticing it's most to do with defenders rather than the other way around with attackers. Like the addition which clubs are trying to make is more related to defense. Chelsea are looking at defenders. Manchester United looked at defenders. We do know for the fact that Barcelona are looking at defenders. And talking about Barcelona, they are also pretty much sure that they will get Azpilicueta. Now, the talks are saying that they're in direct contact with Chelsea. Now, the next talks are going to be scheduled, and it's going to be about Cesar Azpilicueta. Barca want to speed up the negotiations, and they want to sign this player until 2024. So that means this season is going to be more about defenders rather than the other way around in terms of attackers. So most probably we will see Chelsea doing more of the outgoings in terms of Alonso and Azpilicueta, and then trying to get Kimpembe as well as Jules Koundé. They have already added up Koulibaly. They have got Thiago Silva. So let's see what happens on that front. There's another player of Chelsea to which West Ham United are really interested in. But Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel has said on Broja deal, I don't expect Armando to leave. We are aware on offers. We are aware of interest. That tells us his potential. We will take this decision together, and let's see what happens on that front. That is what Thomas Tuchel had to say on Broja. Whereas there is another news regarding Bayer Leverkusen. We're going to talk about Newcastle United about this. Moussa Diaby confirms he has made his decision. He's going to stay for one more year at Bayer Leverkusen. We do know that Bayer Leverkusen always wanted to keep him. There was a valuation of 65 million euros, which was seemed to be pretty high by Newcastle United. That is the reason why they have moved away from this deal, and it means that Moussa Diaby is going to stay at Newcastle United. So this is so far what the case is regarding Moussa Diaby and Newcastle United. Now, we do know that there is an interest in Jack Harrison from Newcastle United. Let's see if Leeds United would be willing to part with him. If they do, they will at least ask for 35 million and plus. So that means Newcastle United could add a pretty good player in the shape of Jack Harrison, to which we will see him moving as well. Now, in another news, we will be also mentioning about the likes of AC Milan. They are in talks with Club Brugge. They want to sign Charles de Ketelaere, and it seems that Leeds United made a bid of 30 million pounds, but the player wants to move to AC Milan. So AC Milan are really speaking to Club Brugge about acquiring him. So we will see him moving towards AC Milan. It will be done within a day or two, and that means he will seal his deal and he will leave for Serie A, and he will be joining AC Milan. Now, in another news, we do know that Bayern Munich are speaking to RB Leipzig about Lemar. They want to add him. The figure is around 18 million euros to 20 million euros. Let's see if RB Leipzig will ask for a little bit more, and we might see him moving, and that will be a great acquisition in regards to adding quality in the midfield from Bayern Munich. Now, in regards to other news which we will be reporting about Manchester United, so far is the same situation with Frankie de Jong. Nothing new has happened yet. It's the same old story. The player doesn't want to move. There is an agreement with Barcelona regarding his deferred payment. So it's not more about the wages. It's more about the player's will. Most probably we'll see that Manchester United move away from the player and they will look for another target. It's looking like that way. But so far, we do know that Erik ten Hag really wants him. But let's see how that one goes, because it seems that too much time has been wasted on this deal. So we will wait and see how this one goes to future, and most probably I can see it not happening, and it seems that there is no intent from Frankie de Jong to leave Barcelona and join Manchester United. Now, in regards to Manchester City, they want Cucurella, but there is a rumor going on they might be interested in some other player. It all depends on what happens later in the transfer market. So far, the club haven't said that the transfer business will be done. They want to get Cucurella, and then they will see if there is anything further needed to be added. That's how they will work going into the future. but more or less it seems that they've done their business and Cucurella might be the last one. But still, it has been reported that Manchester City have not given their full yes that they would be over with the transfer market. So we might see some of the surprises happening maybe later in the transfer window. So guys, these are the updates we have so far, and hopefully tomorrow we will be getting more news and there'll be more updates coming our way. And in the last, before I leave, I want to report about this. This thing was reported in La Parisienne. Now, I do not know, sometimes these news coming in from France, sometimes they are really happening when the deal is almost 70-80% done. I remember about same thing happened with Neymar, with Mbappe, and Le Parisien normally do not say anything or do not mention anything. But this time around, this news has come, which I kept it in the end. PSG wanted Manchester City to include Bernardo Silva in any deal for Neymar. They refused the offer. Now, that means, is Pep Guardiola really looking to get Neymar? If he's really working to get Neymar, imagine if Neymar comes and joins Manchester City. I think that's going to be game over for rest of the clubs in Europe, because if they add Neymar to that squad, is going to be frightening. Is going to be really frightening. Imagine the likes of Erling Haaland. Imagine the likes of Neymar, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Diaz. I mean, you're talking about real quality over here. And I do understand that Neymar would want to leave PSG for a manager who would value him. And I do understand the fact that why would Pep Guardiola would go after Neymar, but this is what it is. And PSG offered Neymar to Manchester City, but the club refused, I think due to the fact that they were also asking for Bernardo Silva. But let's see what happens, and this has come in a very different time, so let's see how this one goes. But anyway guys, this is the update that we have for you. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be more updates, and we'll be tuning in tomorrow for, if not for the morning session, then definitely for the afternoon session, because sometimes in the morning the transfer news is not that quick, there's not so much happening, and then around by afternoon time the transfer stories tend to pick up, and then we have updates, and then we tend to report in the afternoon. So most probably tomorrow at 3 p.m. we'll be reporting you in. If there are some earlier reports, then we will give you the morning session, which will be at 10 a.m. UK time. Otherwise, the afternoon session is going to take place at 3 p.m. UK time. So hopefully we'll be tuning in tomorrow. Please do subscribe, press that like button as well, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice one. Bye bye.